Isaac comes downstairs. He has fastened a piece of string to the plane and is wearing it on his back. He pauses for a moment, then rushes out the front door. Exterior, house, morning. It's a beautiful sunny day. There is only the faintest sign of clouds on the horizon. Isaac cycles past the same boy kicking the same football against the same wall. The boy looks at Isaac as he cycles past. The light breeze flows through the long grass of the surrounding fields. Isaac cycles along a small country road with houses on each side. He looks up at the sun as it flashes through the trees overhead. A dog barks from behind a small wooden gate and runs alongside him. They dissolve too. The exterior in an estuary in the morning. It is low tide and the sun sparkles in the shallow water. The golden sand backs up onto a small patch of trees where Isaac emerges, hopping from his bike. Clear blue sky and tiny wisps of cloud are reflected in a rock pool. A small fish can be seen beneath the surface. It darts away as Isaac's foot splashes through the water. He moves past the old shipwreck and continues on to the sea. Exterior, beach, in the morning. Isaac's hand picks up a fistful of sand. He lets it go in the wind. The sand blows across the beach. Isaac follows its direction, noticing the clouds on the horizon growing closer. He stands at the top of a sand dune, gazing over an empty beach. The tide is low, and waves break gently in the distance. The moment of truth. He looks down at the plane in his hands and sighs. He holds his breath, takes a couple of steps, and releases his creation to the wind. The plane immediately soars into the air. Isaac looks on, mouth open, shielding his eyes from the sun. He begins running through the dunes. The plane gains height, soaring gracefully through the air. We see Isaac from a distance, now just a tiny figure running through the sand and grass chasing after his breath. He runs beneath the plane, time slows, the sun shimmers on the sea. Isaac's face, a smile from cheek to cheek, laughing as his plane soars higher and higher. The sand drops away from underneath his feet as he reaches a dip in the dunes. He trips and falls face first into the sand. He spits and looks up through sand-covered eyelids. There is a gush of wind and the plane disappears over the dunes. The smile has fallen from his face. He runs frantically in the direction the plane disappeared, climbing steep sand. The plane suddenly stoops lower, crashing into the sand. He reaches the peak of the high dune, now only just a tiny figure silhouetted by the sea. The plane is nowhere to be seen. He stands panting, searching for a flash of red against the sand and grass. There's nothing. He runs across the dunes. As the wind picks up, sand begins to flow along the ground. The clouds are now moving closer, and as the tide moves in, the waves begin to pick up in the distance. Isaac walks slowly through the dunes, his head to the ground. He reaches the beach. The sun, red and low in the sky. Suddenly, he sees something in front of him. He walks towards it a little, and then freezes. But for his hair and t-shirt blowing in the wind, he's completely still. Isaac stares at the ground. Tears fill his eyes. Behind him, the dark clouds cover the sun. A seagull lies still in the sand, its head to one side. Its white wing is gently lifted by the onshore wind. Its glassy blue eyes stare upwards to the clouds, its yellow beak slightly open. Raindrops start appearing on the dry sand. The last rays of sunlight glint on an object in the dune not too far off. Isaac looks up. It's his plane. He glances at it and then steps backwards. He turns and runs away.